Non-surgical Brazilian butt lift. The other name is Brazilian liquid lift or liquid butt lift. We feel the volume loss in the areas like hip dips, or if you just have a flatter butt and you would like to have more definition, we just fill it with a filler. Almost the same concept as to fill your lips with filler. So Brazilian butt lift usually takes not more than 1.5 hours. Easy treatment, not really painful, it's much less painful than the lip filler. After the treatment, the downtime is like almost no downtime. It's pretty much comfortable. The healing process, you just cannot sit like I'm sitting right now. You can sit like this way, so don't apply pressure on your upper buttocks area. So, and that's pretty much it. You cannot go to that hot tub, sauna, swimming pool. You cannot go to the beach for a couple of weeks, no exercise. Pretty much the same as any kind of facial hyaluronic acid based fillers. Non-surgical Brazilian butt lift is safer than the Brazilian butt lift because it's always reversible. In case of any kind of adverse events, we can always dissolve it, and we work in the area where there are no major blood vessels because they're deeper. Yeah, it's pretty much safe. You have to follow your post-treatment instructions and what we tell you to do, and you will be fine. I would like to mention that I don't recommend this filler, this type of the treatment for patients who have autoimmune diseases, non-controlled diabetes. Of course, pregnant and breastfeeding women we don't treat, and avoid alcohol for 48 hours before your treatment. No Advil, aspirin, omega-3 48 hours before the treatment, and no coffee the day of the treatment before the treatment. But after, immediately after your procedure, you can have your coffee. Okay. During the recovery period after BBL, non-surgical BBL, you will feel like a little bruise, like soreness on touch, a little bit hard on touch, but then every day it becomes softer and softer, and the recovery is so easy and not very painful. If there is a side effect, so side effects are always risk of bruising and swelling. It's normal when we inject you with needles. Also, there is a risk of infection always. We usually prescribe you antibiotics. Dr. Bruno would prescribe you some antibiotics right post-treatment. So every Brazilian butt liquid treatment we perform together with Dr. Bruno. He would freeze you well. You would not feel any pain during the treatment. After the treatment, Dr. Bruno will send you prescription for some antibiotics, and yeah, there is even less side effects, honestly, than after the lip filler. You would always have Dr. Bruno with me during your non-surgical BBL, of course, to freeze you. And Dr. Bruno is amazing with explaining you the treatment, post-treatment rehabilitation period, prescribe you some antibiotics, and yeah, and two of us, we have nice artistic vision, so we can advise you like where better to put filler, what shape, what size, what volume would be the best, because sometimes we have requests from the big volume of the filler, and to have like more dramatic results, but it's not very safe. So we usually break down the treatment in two if you would like to have like bigger volume, I would say. So non-surgical Brazilian butt lift, we call it like some treatments under large umbrella. So it could be hip dips only, because hip dips are the most popular, as I find. And hip dips would cost about like from $5,000 to $10,000. It depends on how hollow you are and how much volume we need to add to your hips. Also, the Brazilian butt lift, it takes like more filler than just hip dip, so it could be around like $8,000 to $20,000. So hip dips are the hollowness in some hip area, which make visually your hips like more square than round. So hip dip treatment and Brazilian butt lift treatment, almost the same treatment. So just as a butt lift, we need to inject more fillers. So let's say if you have hip dips and you also have request for some definition of your butt, so I would suggest to break this treatment to two treatments. First treatment, we would fill the hip dips, and then the other treatment we can add more volume and projection. So procedure takes usually 1.5 hours. It includes the conversation, pictures, all the markings, to consultation obviously, and treatment itself to freeze you, like everything. And it's cool. I love to do it. Okay, it's a good question, because immediate result you see right after the treatment, but you will have swelling. We always inject filler a little bit higher, because with the gravity, filler falls little bit down. So the most beautiful result you will see in 1 month, 2 months after the treatment. So results last about like average about 2 years. Then they don't disappear one day. You wake up, they're just like fillers, the same as your lip fillers, the same as your cheek fillers. So your body metabolizes it with time, and you might need a little touch up 2 years later. So anybody who, I would say everybody who has hip dips, everybody who has volume loss or just lack of volume in this area would be the good candidate, healthy person on the moment of the treatment. Yeah, you can get, yes. So it's a good question also, because if you had BBL done before, surgical BBL done before, it's good, easy to, if you would like to have some more volume but you don't want to go through the surgery again, it's so easy for us to do your non-surgical BBL, no problem with this. Yes, you can easily book consultation with us, text us, call us, or book online, and I will answer all of your questions. Thank you for your attention. It's one of my favorite treatments now, and I'm like glad to welcome you for a consultation. Thanks.